Hello everyone, this is Yawning Shark 60 and today we're doing another op16 Shanks deck profile. Still surreal that I'm saying that in op16 and it's all because of this guy. He got him back in. So with Shanks, today we're doing just a meta breakdown for him in the op16 meta, which is coming out shortly for us in the West. In the East it's already there, but yeah, this one card really elevated this back into relevancy, and then including with the Rockstar 2, this is really good against the mirror match against Shanks. But we'll go ahead and go into the deck breakdown. So if you didn't know yet, Shanks is a 5/5 leader. Once per turn, you may activate this effect when your opponent attacks. Give up to one of your opponent's leader or character's power minus 1,000 for the turn. This is really strong against characters and leaders that reach stand. So looking at the Luffy, the new Luffy that just came out, they do have access to like the restand event, so that's gonna be really good in minusing it for the turn. That's a really big clause, is that it's not for the battle, it's for the turn, so that's pretty strong. And then what our deck wants to do, we basically want to KO our opponent's characters and then just bring out these boss monsters at the end game and just keep stacking them back and forth. And this Benn Beckman helps us a lot. We have a lot of blockers to stay alive, but we'll go ahead and go with like the cards that we have in this deck. We have for the Uda searchers for all our red hair pirates cards, which it searches all of these except for the Uda blocker and itself. We have the 2K counter Rockstar. This is once per turn. If your red hair pirates type character would be KO'd, you may trash one character card with 6,000 power or more from your hand instead. And we have a lot of 6,000 power or more characters, so we'll definitely have targets to be able to trash to save our characters from being KO'd by effects and battle. That's a good clause to note too, is that it's not just by effects, it's KO'd in battle as well. So let's say you use you put this sideways, the Shanks blocker, you could save it by pitching one of these cards. Usually I pitch this because I'd rather have like the bigger cards available towards the end game or even like a Yasup or a Benn Beckman. But yeah, this is really good. I feel like so I know a lot of the community is questioning whether they should even have this in the Shanks deck. I feel like it's going to be more of a yes if there's a lot of Shanks players out there in the tournaments, because this is going to be very pivotal in the mirror match to avoid your Shanks being popped by this Shanks. So I feel like the Shanks player that could make sure they have more of their boss monsters survive will be the one that will win. So I feel like this is really pivotal. I feel like you need 4 of these just to make sure you see it in time for when both Shanks players start bringing out the combo of the Benn Beckman. So, but if there's not a lot of Shanks players out there, I feel like you could cut this down. But I'm going to keep it in for the most part. So yeah, we're going to go to another 2K counter. Hongo, this one's a 3 cost, 3,000 power, and activate main, you may rest this character. If your leader has a type red hair pirates, give up to one of your opponent's characters minus 2,000 power during this turn. So this helps us KO anything that's like 12,000 or less. And if you notice, this is our only reduce in power effect other than the Shanks over here. And the reason being is because for this deck list that I got from Cardi Kaizuko, it leaned more in like the defense aspect, which I feel is really good. So we could always add more of the Ace Sabo Luffy cards. Maybe we could replace it with the Yasa. But yeah, so this is what I have for now. I like it pretty good so far. We have 4 the Lucky Ruse. This is a 4 cost, 5,000 power, 1K counter blocker. On KO, if your leader has a red hair pirates type, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with original power of 6,000 or less. So I really like this card at 4 to be able to target. There's a lot of like 6,000 power or less characters out there that you could target, like the new Buggy blocker, the new Luffy, the new Ace. Like there's a lot of cards that you can take out that would be pretty pivotal for the Lucky Root. So I like it at 4 of. We have 4 of the Shanks blocker, the one that stops the war. So this is a 4 cost, 6,000 power, no counter, blocker. But on your opponent's attack once per turn, you may trash 1 card from your hand. Give up to one of your opponent's leader or characters minus 2,000 during this turn. And it can stack with other Shanks blockers. And since it's during your turn, if there's any restand events out there, restand characters, it does affect it still. So pretty strong. And I feel like I feel like in the Shanks deck, you need to at least run like, in my honest opinion, probably 3 or more. I like it at 4 because you're able to pitch a lot of your dead cards in hand for counter. Plus, with that new boa, the 7 cost boa that's in the Prisoners of Impel Down Luffy leader, she is unblockable. So I feel like when it comes down to the later stages, you'd rather have the Shanks blocker out to be able to give that boa be able to still minus it. You know what I mean? Since you can't unblock it, and since Luffy could potentially restand it, it will be important to keep her base attack power low. As you can see, my dog is very excited for this video. We have 4 the Lucky Roo, 4 cost, 2,000 power, 1k counter, blocker. On play, you may trash 1 character card with a power of 6,000 or more from your hand. Draw 2 cards. I like this at 4 as well because it's good for hand filtering. You're going to want, spoiler alert, you want to make sure you find a Benn Beckman. Like, you want this in your starting hand or try to search for it as soon as possible, because this is the card that lets you pop off once you're at 10 Dawn on the field. So I feel like this is really pivotal to search for these pieces. But I recommend, if you are going to play Shanks, start getting these. I would say get a playset anyway, just so you have it, because the prices are going up on this one. I still don't have mine yet, so I got to get them quick. We have the Yasop, 5 cost, 6,000 power, 1k counter. On play, up to one of your leader gains plus 1,000 power until the end of your opponent's next turn, and then Dawn ×1 when attacking. Up to one of your opponent's characters get minus 1,000 power for this turn. So I lied earlier when I said the Hongo and the Shanks is the only one that gives minus 1,000 power. I'm super sorry, I forgot about this effect. My apologies. But yeah, so that's another way to reduce power. I feel like this could be a flex spot, these 2 cards. You can either keep the Yasop or add in 2 Zoros, the one that gives you plus 2,000, or add the Aesop Luffy, or add Distorted Future, or add double attack Whitebeard effect. I feel like this could be a nice flex spot, or just keep the Yasop. So let me know. I'm curious as to what you guys think could be added in this spot or in any other spot too. So yeah, moving on to the card, the man, the myth, the legend, the guy who brought back Shanks into OP16, Benn Beckman, the right-hand man of Red Hair Shanks himself. So it's a 5-drop, 6,000 power, 1k counter, blocker. Oh, and an on-play. You may rest 1 of your Dawn cards. If your leader has a Red Hair Pirates type and you have 10 Dawn cards on your field, play up to 1 Shanks from your hand. It could be any of these Shanks, dude. So very goated stat line. This is the one card that brought Shanks back into relevancy. So extremely powerful. Like I said before, you want to make sure you can have this on your 10 Dawn turn. And if the way you can look at this, it's kind of like an I Am Whitebeard event or a Zihaha event, you know, where you can cheat out a big bodied character for less Dawn. But I feel like this is a better one because not only does it have a 1k counter on it, it also is a body. It's a good stat line and a blocker. Like, dude, this is, and you can bring these out for only 6 Dawn as opposed to the Zihaha. And the I Am Whitebeard requires 8 Dawn. So I feel like this is like the stronger out of those 2. But that's just my opinion. You know, I could be wrong. But yeah, really goated character. You want to make sure you find this in each matchup that you have. As you can probably hear, sorry for all like the heavy breathing and the coughing. You know, I had some energy drinks. I only had 1 so far. Might have a second one, but yeah. So moving on to Uda. 4 Uda of a 2k counter. This is a 6 cost, 4,000 power blocker. But the important thing is if you have a 10,000 power character or more, you can give this card -4 in your hand. So you could bring it out for 2 costs. And we have a lot of 10,000 or more characters. Plus, it also counts for like Dawn attachment. So let's say you have a Benn Beckman. You put 3 Dawn on your Benn Beckman. It's at 10,000 now, so you can bring this out for 2. So pretty smart thing to remember if you're in that position. 4 of the Benn Beckmans. It's a 7/7 1k counter. On play, trash up to one of your opponent's characters with a power of 6 or less. So it goes around a lot of on KO abilities. So pretty strong. 4 of. I see some lists kind of cut it down a little bit, but I like it at 4 so far. But like I said, this whole list can be can be changed up as well. So we'll go ahead and go to the 4 of the Shanks, 9 cost, 10,000 power. If your opponent has a character with 8,000 base power or more, give this card in your hand -3 costs. And then on play, you can make your leader plus 2,000 until the end of your opponent's next end phase. So you can bring this off for 6 if your opponent has an 8,000 base power, which in my experience against the new Blackbeard leader, you pretty much play this on tempo with your 6-don available, because they'll almost always have the Shiryu that has 8,000 power. So I bring this out pretty early, so pretty strong to bring out. And then let's say on your 8-don turn, you can bring this out and bring out Uda. So you have you've just upped your leader's power and have a blocker. Pretty strong. And so we go on to the 3 of the Bomb Shanks, 10 cost, 12,000 power. On play, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with 10,000 power or less. Dang, that's pretty good. Coupled with this, with the Hongo, you can KO a 12,000, and then let's say you also have a Yasa up at the same time, you can KO something that's 13,000. So pretty goated. I might bring this up to 4 in the first few weeks of OP16 because I don't have this card yet, and I'd rather get the Lucky Ruse first. So I might bring this up to 4. We'll see, but for now, I definitely want to have the 3. Moving on to 4 of the Shanks. This is the Conqueror's Hockey Shanks. 10 cost, 12,000 power. All your opponent's characters have -1,000 power and rush. So I know I've seen some lists that run like 3. I like it at 4 just to guarantee to have that rush aspect. And it does stack the -1,000 power. So pretty strong into like the cards that try to go wide but are lower powered, like Luffy, the new Luffy. So really strong. And then we have 1 of the Unblockable Shanks. This is a 10 drop, 12,000 power. On play, when attacking, your opponent cannot activate blocker during this turn. So it's pretty much going to go off unless they unless they trigger like no, they can't even trigger a Capone Beige. But they could stop it with the boa that doesn't let you rest, the new one. So but yeah, other than that, like I like this list so far. It's pretty fun. If you haven't known before, I used to be a Shanks main from OP09 all the way till the end of OP12. So I'm excited this is coming back. So yeah, let's go ahead and go into some gameplay and let's see how it does. Let's get it. All right, we're going to play against the new Luffy, the Impel Down Luffy. We have Lucky Ruse, but not the one that I want. We'll go ahead and mulligan. Okay, we have one that I wanted. Perfect. We'll go ahead and draw Dawn. Pass. Okay, and then this is when they start dropping their weenies. I wish I could have had an Uda Searcher from this mulligan. That way I could trade into the weenies when they go sideways, but that's okay. Can't do nothing about that now. Yeah, maybe I need to hold down. I almost chugged my energy drink pretty quickly, so I think I gotta, stop a little bit. I gotta be careful on how quick I drink it. Yeah, I'm a huge like Celsius fan, so I get like these Celsius powders. Don't worry, I never have more than 2 because each packet has like 200 milligrams of caffeine, so I never have 2. And I try not to drink it too close together. So, but a lot of my friends are like, they see that I have like 2 energy drinks. They're like, "Hey man, you gotta be careful." I'm like, "I know, man." All right. Ooh. Yeah, you may rest one of your non-cards. This character gains rush. Rest up to one of your opponent's characters with blocker. Okay, that's pretty good. Oh, dang. That could actually okay. I see. So it could cancel the blocker for the Lucky Rue. Okay, good to know. All right, what do I want to do? I think I want to do this. We'll search for... Ooh, okay. I want to get the big boy to have ready for the Shanks. For the Benn Beckman play. I wonder what people are going to call the Benn Beckman play. I wonder if it's just going to be known as like the Benn Beckman combo. I think that's good. Oh, I don't know if you guys have heard, but people are starting to call this the Goofy. I got it from Cardi Kaizuko because, it's great. It's green, blue, Luffy, so Goofy. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's funny. I think it's funny. Yeah, you got it. Okay, and then on the next turn, okay, make it into a blocker. Okay, that's pretty good. They're getting some good tempo. They're going pretty wide, pretty good. Okay, we're going to the 7 Dawn turn. I feel like what I'm going to do, I'm going to Benn Beckman this to get it out. And then this, yeah, so I'll save the Benn Beckman. I will use that. And then, perfect. Okay, because we don't have to really hand filter where we have a good setup. Okay, and then you may rest this character, give up to... Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop this Luffy. That way I can use my Lucky Roo. I'll probably Lucky Roo this. Yeah. I'll Lucky Roo the buggy blocker. So on my next turn, I could either drop another Lucky Roo. But I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to plus up my my leader with the 9-drop Shanks, and then I'll put out a blocker. Thankfully for us, they haven't found an unblockable yet, so that'll help us out. Go ahead and take. That's okay. No. Okay. And then take that out. Maybe I should have gone with the one that was up here. Oh well. It is what it is. Ooh, I will get out of that though, buddy. Oh, well, we could do another Benn Beckman to get that out. No, I'd rather be a little bit stronger. Okay, do that. Yeah, we'll take that out. All right, it's getting pretty close down to the wire. Yeah, that Rush Luffy was a pretty good addition. That way it prevents the blocking. Okay, they have a lot of blockers out. Okay, good thing our leader doesn't go too high. But okay, let me do this. Let me at least search. Okay, that's not too bad. I think I want to grab another Benn Beckman. Okay, so our choices are we can become a little bit stronger. I think which is what we'll do. Yeah, we'll become that. Oh, wait, they don't have an 8,000 power. I'm dumb, bro. I am so dumb. They don't have an 8,000 power. Oopsie, I messed up. Okay, in that case, what can we do? I made a big mistake. That's fine. We can still do some damage. Okay, do that. Then I'll attach 3 Dawn onto the Benn Beckman. Do that. Yeah, I think that misplay could be really bad for me. Oh well, it happens. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and bring out a blocker and then pass. So definitely a misplay on my part. I should have remembered that I needed the they had no 8,000 power, so I wonder if subconsciously I was thinking they would have a boa. And by this time. Okay. Hopefully they don't bring out a boa right now, because then they'll be able to rest that. That'd be pretty bad for us. Okay, do that. Okay, and then do that. At least on the next turn, I can bring out the Shanks finally. And minusing their whole board is going to be pretty good for us. Okay, it's looking pretty close for us. They're getting a lot of cards from hand from us. So pretty strong for them. Okay. And we'll get out of that. And then I will KO the buggy. That way they can stop making their characters into blockers, which is pretty strong. Imagine. Okay. That's pretty good still. Okay, still pretty wide board. Really good for them. Okay. Yeah, they definitely got that. And then let's see. Oh, this is actually pretty good. That's actually pretty good. We'll have 2 blockers and the big dog himself. All right, let's go. His card action, okay, and then we'll do 2 into 0, and yeah, we'll pretty much be. Oh, are they gonna block with it? Ooh, interesting choice. Okay, okay. Okay, does that blocker? We'll go ahead and go into here. I imagine they do the 1K counter. Okay, I imagine we'll be pretty safe for the most part, I think. Go ahead and swing into here. We should be able to take it, or take something. Bring out the Lucky Root. Pass. All right, so we have 2 blockers. One of the blockers can wipe out another character. I'm just going to go ahead and... I'm going to use a blocker already, just so that way they don't bring out the boa. Yeah, that way they don't bring out the boa. I'm just going to do a free block. Yeah, I'm just going to do the free block. That way they don't bring out the boa. Okay, it's looking pretty good for us so far. Okay. They have 10. Okay, something that they could do. Maybe I should have saved this, because they could go all in into the Shanks. I wouldn't be able to save it. And they're probably gonna... Yeah, you got it, bro. Huh. You got it, dude. Okay, here comes out the boa. They were saving it. Okay, let me... Dang it. I was hoping we could find... I was hoping we could find the pop one. The pop one would have been strong. It is what it is. And then bring out there. There we go. Okay, we do want to get rid of their characters. For sure. We want to make sure that they can't really... Ooh, let me test it out. See what they do. Okay. Let me see how much counter they have. Oh, well, they have a lot of 2Ks. And that's okay. Okay. Perfect. Okay, they actually might be bricked up, which is very strange for Luffy. They usually don't brick up. So we're in a pretty strong position. We should be able to go for game on the next turn. I wish we had a pop Shanks. That would have been really good for us. Okay, they have... Oh, they're going to give it rush. So I won't be able to block, right? You may... This character rest up to one of your opponent's characters with blocker. Okay, that's pretty strong for them. We might be cooked, guys. We might be cooked. So that's a pretty strong card to be able to, yeah, get it to rest. I wish this was a Uda. The Uda blocker. It is what it is. Okay. Is there any way we can get out of this? I think the only way we win in this point is if they split their Dawn not as efficiently. Okay, so it is rested. There's the Uda blocker. I think we still lose to BH. Yeah, we still lose. Wish I could have seen this. I wish they had traded places. Yeah, there's no way I can win. I mean, if this was counter, but it's not counter. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah, I could have won, actually, if this was another 2K. All right, well, that was still pretty good. GG's, yeah. Pretty close on both ends. Yeah, with Luffy, you want to make sure you survive till the end. This Luffy edition is pretty good to rest any... Like, it doesn't have to be... There's no cost for the blockers, so it just has to have blockers. So that's pretty good. Yeah, GG's. That was a good match. All right, we're going into Blackbeard. Z, haha. Never mind. All right, we're going into Z, ha 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 ha. Blackbeard himself. Yeah, I feel like this is going to be a very, very popular deck. Yeah, Yeah, it is strong. It is strong. I would have added this to like my deck rotation because I'm planning on running Roger, Shanks, and OP16, and I would have liked to run Blackbeard too, but that I think the cost of the new Blackbeard Secret Rare is just gonna be too costly. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna grab the bomb Shanks already. What else can I do? Nothing much. 7 at leader. But yeah, no. I it's just the cost. It's gonna be too expensive, bro. I feel like all the other smaller cards, not really. It's just that secret rare, Blackbeard that's gonna be so freaking expensive. So it is what it is. So, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I'll take. Still have 4 life. We're gonna have the option of dropping the Lucky Roo or Yasop. I think I'll just drop the Lucky Roo to start to kind of KO their their bodies. Yeah, I'll just do that. I do want to get rid of this. That way they don't have this available in the end game once I have like my blockers up. Okay. I imagine they just counter out of it with the 2K. If they have it. Oh, this is a pretty good search event for them. Okay, and then pass. 6 Dawn. I imagine they bring out a what's it called? A Shiryu if they have it. Which I wish I would have had the buff Shanks at that point. Yep, there we go. And then what you gonna find, bro? Yeah, we'll redirect. No, I think I won't redirect right now. Nah, I won't redirect right now. I won't do the Lucky Roo yet because they're just gonna swing for a easy 5, and then I'll just use leader effect to save the Lucky Roo for later. Be efficient. Okay, draw 1 card and then play up to 1 full ahead. Okay, there's no full lead. They're just getting it for probably cycle filter. Okay, we have a few options. We could either drop the Yasop, another Lucky Roo, or the Shanks blocker. We don't have the buff Shanks, which is a shame, but it happens. Okay. I feel like it will. Maybe I can do 3 with the Uda. Yeah, we can do 3 into the Uda. Well, we'll do 5 with Shanks first. Because I feel like they're going to redirect into the Vasco shot first. Yeah. And then we'll surprise them with the... Yep, there we go. Yep, they're going to arrest this. Surprise, surprise. I don't know why I'm laughing at that. Surprise, surprise. Okay, and then we will drop another Lucky Roo. And then pass. Next turn, they'll probably do the secret rare Blackbeard. And then if they attack with the Shiryu, I'll just go ahead and rest the Lucky... I'll block with the Lucky Roo to get rid of the Van Augur. Oh, another one. Another one. Another one. Okay. And next turn, they'll do their whole Blackbeard thing, the Zihaha. If they have it. Oh, man. That's pretty good. Okay. Here's the thing. Okay, I'll take... The reason I took is because they probably would have done 7 into... Okay, now I will go ahead and do that. Then pass. Okay, we still don't have a buff Shanks. That's okay, though. What we can do is we're gonna... Well, here's the thing. Do I drop the Hongo right now? No, they could just do the... They could... Minus that. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna drop... Actually... Okay, we'll do that. They're probably going to take. They'll rest the Lucky Roo. That's fine. Okay. Then bring out Shanksu and then pass. Okay, we just have a lot of blockers coming up. All right. We don't have the Benn Beckman, so that's not good for us, but I digress. It is what it is. Okay. Yeah, we didn't find it. Did we? I can't remember if we had I can't remember if we mulligan this turn. Can't remember. Okay. That's fine. Do they do the Z haha? I don't know. Yeah, got a card from life and no Benn Beckman. That's gonna hurt us. Okay. Let's see what else they do. What could they do? As you think they would have done the Z haha into the Blackbeard already, you know, but nah, that's not the case. So I wonder what they're coming up with. Hopefully I can top deck a Benn Beckman, because if I do, then I can establish another blocker and bring out the oh, nice. I imagine I'm just gonna bring out the pop Shanks just to get rid of that on board. Hey, here's the sneaky thing though. They put something and they know what the trigger is, so I'm afraid it's gonna be another Blackbeard. Okay, I think I'm just gonna get rid of that. Yeah. Okay. Please. Oh man. Here's the thing that we can do. We're gonna risk it, bro, for the biscuit. Yes, yes, it paid out, bro. I was about to say we'll just risk it to try to find it. Okay, cool. So we'll go ahead and bring on a Benn Beckman. Use card action to bring out the. Do we do pop? I don't know if we want to do pop yet. Do we do the pop? Yeah, we just do the pop already. Just so that way we can definitely get a really strong piece out, and then we'll keep the Uda for now. Let's do. I wonder what it's gonna be. We're gonna find out. Let's do. Yeah, let's see what they find. What they end up doing. I think I'll wait to see if it is a Vasco shot or the or this one that negates the effect of one of your opponent's characters and then KO, yada yada yada. Because they like to do that. If they can, they will do this. Yeah, because it's a pretty strong trigger, man. You know what I'm surprised that people aren't adding is that promo Blackbeard. It's not even a one of, you know, because it is strong. If it attacks, like you get to negate all the effects other than like counter events, you know. But I guess the reason why they're not adding it is it could be KO'd by the bomb Shanks with, you know, Hongo, or it could be nullified by the Blackbeard. So yeah, man, I'm a little bit surprised. I knew it. It's always that, bro. It's always like I don't know how they pull it off, but it's always like when they bring this out, this is like pretty much guaranteed that they found that on the top 3. So it's a good thing that it's a really good thing for us that we didn't commit the Dawn yet, so now we can put another blocker in. Hopefully it's not another one of these. Oh, okay, thank God. But they did have a good filter to bring out, so. But we're still pretty safe because we have the Uda. We have 3 blockers. That's pretty strong. I wonder what they're searching for. Pretty sure they're searching for a Blackbeard blocker would be pretty strong for them. So hopefully they don't have it. But I'm pretty sure they have at least one. Now, if they do a Z haha into it, that's gonna be pretty terrifying for us, because then they'll be able to burn one of our life cards. Okay, 2k counter. Okay, hopefully, nope, they have the Z haha. Ooh, okay, that's pretty strong. That's pretty strong for them. And then what will they nullify? They'll probably, yeah. Okay. I imagine they're gonna go for the Yasop. Ooh. Okay. We have choices. I wish they would go into the Yasop. I would have let it go. Okay, literally Looking pretty bad for us. Yeah, I think I'll do the free block, honestly. I'll do that. And then free block. Yep. Yeah, that way we stay at 1. Okay. No Benn Beckman. Let's see if we can find... Dude, there's no way we just found another one. Let's go, bro. Ooh. All right, so this is what we can do. Too bad it's not the bomb Shanks. That would have been pretty strong, to be honest. Go do that. Use card action. Bring him out right here. And then we'll go ahead and do... This is what we'll do. We'll do right here. And I think I'll do 3 Dawn onto Yasop. Yeah. 3 Dawn onto the... Actually, no. I'll save it for the... Okay. And then we'll put the rest of the 2 onto Shanks. He's probably going to block. And then I'll attempt to go 12 into here. Okay, no. He's redirecting, actually. Interesting. Then we'll go right here. I think actually I'm gonna go into here because it costs too much for him. Even if he had all 2Ks in hand, he's gonna go low in hand size. He already did the redirect, so I think taking that option out helps us stay alive to go for game on the next turn. Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's exactly what was going to play out. Let's see what the triggers were. Character 1 from your trash. Okay, and then this would have been... Okay, so yeah, that would have KO'd another 5 costs. So you always want to... playing against Blackbeard, you want to try to go swing with your 5 cost or less characters first. So that way this doesn't get KO'd. But yeah, they had... I mean, they had a good option in trying to heal up on the next turn. So, all right. Well, GG's. Yeah, good game. All right. All right, we're going against Yamato. All right, this is pretty terrifying for us, honestly, because they have a lot of ways to I think I'm just gonna keep this for now. So they go quickly. They go pretty quick into us. And they have a lot of they have rush and unblockable opportunities. So pretty strong for them. The reason why I kept this hand is. There are points where they're not gonna have the unblockable, like when they have the Kinemon. So, and the leader doesn't become unblockable. I'm pretty sure. So, okay, at least we're getting our bomb stuff. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be a really close game. Yeah, Yamato so far is looking like a bad matchup for Shanks because of the unblockables. So, let's see. Yeah, pretty terrifying for us. Okay, and then if they drop a Kinemon, I will block with the Lucky Root to KO it. Okay, this one's draw 2 cards. Yeah, so the point of this deck is trying to trash a lot from the hand. We'll go ahead and try to stay healthy as much as possible. And then I think I'll drop this Lucky Root next to filter. So I don't think we need 2 bomb Shanks, at least. Okay. I think we want more of the rush Shanks because they can bring out, even if we KO their Yamatos, they can come back from the trash easily anyway with their card effects. So we'll see how this goes, man. If y'all know what's a good angle against the new Yamato as Shanks or in general, please let me know because I bet it's been tricky for me trying to figure out this Yamato in this meta. All right. Cool. So we'll definitely KO this on the next turn with the blocker. Okay. I've come here, but it's, then play up to... Play up to... Dang, that's pretty strong. Huh. Okay. Gonna do this. Actually, yeah, we don't need that much of blockers. Oh, perfect. Cool. Swing 7. Perfect. So we have a Benn Beckman to start to later do our plays. Perfect. Okay. All right. I think it's time for them to start doing their unblockable shenanigans. You know what I mean, bro? So I think I'm just gonna use these lucky ruse quickly, since they're gonna be not able to block. Sorry, that was a weird like laugh. I think because I was like trying to cough at the same time. Wonder where my dog went. I have no idea. All right, there we go. Boom, peace. All right. I know I could have used leader effect, but I want to get rid of that Kinemon quickly as possible. All right, here it comes. Oh, all right. Which one you bringing out, bro? Which one is it? The unblockable, is it? Oh, huh? Oh, they didn't have a Yamato. Okay. Oh no, they did. Oh, they just gave it a rush. That's weird. Why you wouldn't? Wait, how did it gain rush? Oh, it was. Wait, was it at the event? Sorry, I'm a little bit confused. Then play. You may rest 5. Card with like 6. Okay, draw 1 card, trash 1 card. Wait, how did it give? Wait, how did it? Oh, is it when they land? Oh, I'm so dumb. It's not once per turn. It's just in general. Okay, that's pretty good. It's not once per turn. My bad, guys. I read it pretty wrong. Not much to do. I mean, I could do. So I could bring out Benn Beckman to trash one of these, or I could bring out this card. Yeah, I could bring out this card to help reduce the power of their characters. So I think that'd be okay. Yeah, I'd rather do that to at least pitch dead cards from hand, like this Shanks. Okay, can't block out of that one, unfortunately. When they attack with their... Oh, shoot. Another rush, bro. God damn. So many rushing. Why you tripping, bro? Ooh. Okay. At least we'll be able to bring out a blocker and a rush Shanks, but the only thing is... Yeah, the only thing is... Oh, wait. I should have free blocked with Shanks. I'm dumb. I misplayed. I should have just free blocked. I don't know why I did that. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and block. Might as well use the blockers as quickly as possible. And then has that. I will pitch that. And then I will give you a 2K counter. Cool. Okay, it's looking pretty good for them. TBH, but we still have ways to fight back. You know what I mean? We're going to do Benn Beckman, use card, bring the Rush Shanks to at least start minusing their power. And then we'll go ahead and... Is there a 2K? We can bring out unblockable Shanks. I'd rather bring this out. Yeah, or... Because they could bring out blockers. No, I'll just bring out this one to have guaranteed counter. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do, these are both unblockable anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and do 7 here. Yeah, we'll do 7. Well, yeah, we'll attack with the Shanks blocker. That way we could bring him down on a life. Okay. Oh, that's pretty good. 7. Okay. Okay. 2K. Well, now this is 6. Should we just go 12 into 6? Because I know they can bring it out anyway, but... oh, wait, no. Wait, it's not advisable. They can bring one from 6 or less from their trash anyway, so it's like a free one. Nah, let's not do that. Oh, good to know though that it's just only on KO. So if you trash it with the Benn Beckman, it cannot do its on KO effect. All right, so I'm pretty sure they're either gonna win right now or I can go for game on the next turn. So it's getting pretty close, y'all. Glad I have this to at least reduce their characters. So I think it's looking pretty good for us, actually. Even if they have a third unblockable, I can block with my Benn Beckman on their leader. And then I just got to make sure I get out of these three, survive these three next swings. So I think it's looking pretty good. Yeah, this Shanks minusing their board is pretty strong for us. Okay. Okay. Here's the thing. Yeah, they're all unblockable anyway. So I might as well just free block. Yeah, they're all unblockable anyway. So just free block with the Benn Beckman, save my leader effect for the next turn. Yeah, I can still survive, right? Yeah, I can still survive. Oh, nice. Some more brick to be trash from my Benn Beckman. I mean, from my Shanks. Okay, I think we'll be okay. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. We have plenty of counter in hand plus effect. Okay. I think if they try to go for my board, I will try to get out of it. Yeah, I think we're pretty good. I think we're pretty safe, thankfully. Let's see. Yeah, that's fine. I don't know why that took me a while to think. All right, yeah, because they can't bring out another character. They don't have enough Dawn. Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm safe. I'm good to go for game on the next turn. Okay, and then use leader effect. Trash this card, and then pitch this one. Pitch this one. All right, cool. GG's. Yeah, we were able to go for it on the next turn. What I probably would have done is attack with Shanks first. This one, just easy 12, see what they get out of. So that 1K, 1K. They didn't have another Dawn available for this. They probably should have left it just in case. 2K, 2K. Yeah, I'm pretty sure as long as I divided it well enough, I should have been safe to go for game. All right, well, GG's, man. That was a pretty good matchup. All right, everyone. So that is the it for this gameplay for op16 Shanks. I had a lot of fun with the gameplay. I'm glad with the with the Yamato. I finally beat Yamato. I think that was my first one of the op16 to beat. So yeah, Yamato, he's really good. So look out for Yamato. I feel like Yamato's gonna be very popular out there, as well as with Blackbeard and Luffy. All these leaders are gonna be popular. So yeah, but that'll do it for today. If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. And I'm hoping to just go back and forth with Roger and Shanks. For op16, definitely going to try out a lot of the Shanks to go on with that. I did have the other day, I'm starting to go through my old deck box for Shanks. So I think I'm going to have my wife print a proxy leader for a Shanks as a joke. You'll see what it is. But yeah, I'm excited to run Roger and Shanks in op16, man. It's going to be fun. Oh, and then I think I'm pretty sure I mentioned this in the beginning of the video. But if not, I will be going to the June LA regional in I think next week. I'm not in it officially, but I'm trying to get in. So a day of waitlist, but I think it's gonna be like 1,500 people that are allowed to go in. So I'm pretty sure I have a good shot. If not, it's just side events for me. I will be running Roger that day. I think I'm gonna run with my classic Roger build, just because I don't have the Zoros. A little bit expensive, so, and I'd rather focus on getting the Lucky Roo. So yeah, I'll let you know what my deck build's gonna be for the tournament as it gets closer. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed, and I look forward to seeing you at the next one. Have a great day. Bye bye.